The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast platform, its affiliates, or even the hosts. The information provided is for general informational purposes only and should not be taken as legal, financial, or professional advice. The host and guests are not liable for any errors of omission in the content, nor for any losses, injuries, or damages arising from the use of the information provided. Listeners are encouraged to seek professional advice relevant to their specific circumstances. Now enjoy the show.
Yeah, you heard what the lady said. Don't sue us for the stuff we might say.
Might. That's a given.
I was thinking the same thing, but I used to start out with Mike.
What's cracking?
Man, not much. Happy Monday, sir. Happy Monday.
I know, right? I'm happy to be here. It's always cool to end my Monday like this. And you know what I'm saying? Like, when we get to the end of the show, I'm going to say the same thing because there's nothing I look more forward to on a Monday than this show, man. The Ops.
Facts. Oh, man, they are pulling up. What up, Joanne?
What up, Joanne?
What up, Kim? So
Kim is in the building. What up, Kim?
No doubt.
Hey.
Yo.
What we got for him today? You ready?
Yeah, first of all, this episode is sponsored by Apple because Royal waited till the last minute to set up everything, so he is all Apple.
Wait, what?
It's like, yo, my mic, I forgot that. I got my earpods in, so yeah, this is all sponsored by Apple today. Shout out. Give us some money.
Yes, please. And thank you.
And shameless, on my iPad, I will read down the rundown. Apple, pay us. Okay.
All right. Again.
Stephen A. So shade at LeBron.
Yeah.
Matt McClung is the first NBA player ever to repeat as a Slam Dunk champion. And TV kind of sucks without football. God dang.
Yeah, man. Hey, can I tell you what I've been watching lately? And I ain't gonna say it's the worst thing in the world, but I've been watching Leave It to Beaver, man.
Hey, you know what? That is a great show, but funny as hell in 2025.
It is. Oh my God.
No pun intended. That is a mic isn't by itself. Leave the Beaver is wild.
Shout out to Ward and June.
See, lady, this is what happens when you leave us to our devices. We instantly turn to 7-year-olds when we don't have adult supervision. See, that's why you gotta bring your butt to work.
Exactly.
Leave the Beaver.
Return, please.
Lord.
Hey, I want to thank everybody that's tuning in and watch the show later on. Y'all already know, and we appreciate you and got nothing but love and thankfulness.
Right. Oh crap! See here. Let's act right.
My
Okay, right. Like we said.
Hey, my lady D come in all black. She probably got on some black Air Force Ones.
Yeah, probably. You'll never know.
What up, Lady D?
Hey, how you doing?
All right. Oh, we didn't even do the introductions. I'm one Mike. We got RG, and up top we got Miss Lady D.
Lady D.
Yep.
Right.
And we're also sponsored by Leave It to Beaver.
Leave It to Beaver. The show, man. I don't know what y'all talking about. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Not only to the Ops, but to the whole network, man. The United Front, man, doing big things and only getting bigger. Pause.
No doubt. Yeah, that was amazing. Tonight's topic is the time to get rid of all the All-Star games for all the sports. That is our topic for today.
Yeah, I'm not.
Because it was looking a little rough out here in these streets the last couple weeks for All-Star games. NFL included, by the way.
Yeah. All right. So, you got anything else we need to say before we get this thing started?
I don't. How about you, Lady D?
Nah, let's do it.
Good? All right, then let's go.
And we are back and better than ever. Leave it to Beaver. I'll be laughing about that for 2 days, by the way. But anyway,
Oh man, I'm really watching it. I'm on like season 3. I don't know how many.
No. I'm not hating on you. It's just in 2025. That's hilarious. By the way,
it is hilarious because some of the problems that he have, man, he been put up by his friends and stuff like that. I'm talking about Beaver. I don't know if y'all remember Larry, his homeboy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Larry.
Some of his friends should have been snuffed because they used to get him into mad trouble for nothing.
Larry almost got him with the fade a couple times, got his bike stolen. You know what I'm saying? Beat up by a girl behind a bar. Man, Larry was a problem. But anyway.
Yeah.
This is like, how was y'all weekend?
Oh, it was cool. It was cool, man. Quiet. I actually seen
your mic is kind of loud.
It's high?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Earpieces. Let me turn that down. Sorry about that, folks.
I told you, Lady T was in the murder drip.
1, 2. The murder drip. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, you good. You're great.
Cool, bet. Yeah, we seen the new I'm trying to play. Seen the Captain America movie on Friday. That was better than I thought it was gonna be.
Okay.
Harrison Ford is very convincing. I dig the character change, even though William Hurt passed away, rest in peace. But it was cool to see Harrison Ford in another major franchise. It's kind of dope, super dope.
All right. So overall, what did you think about the movie?
Yeah, I would give it about 7 or 8.
Okay.
7 or 8.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. I keep hearing. I don't know. I've heard a mix of things. A lot of it was negative though, but I would say it's one of the things that I need to see on my own.
Yeah,
here's why I give them credit, because they tied it all the way back to the original Hulk of 2003. It all ties back to that. So they included all the old Hulk movies. So it's not just you're starting fresh. And that's what I was impressed about. A lot of Easter eggs. So you can go back and watch the old Hulk and it all makes sense. Oh, that's why you guys are talking about murder drip. Shout out to Kim.
I saw that.
As I was thinking to myself, I was like, what are they talking? I was just on mic, so I'm not looking at the chat. I'm like, what are they talking about here? Murder.
Yeah, I just saw that. I'm like, I kind of want to take it off, but now I really don't, because I'm like,
oh no, it's kind of like, super dark, a little bit.
It's all good though.
You know what? Shit, the only thing Lady D don't have on, what's that called? The Pooh Shiesty?
Yes.
what's that? Oh, like
it's the ski. It's basically the ski mask. It just covers up your. It covers up your nose. You might as well for the whole show. That'd be live.
Have us all looking like Kanye out in the public,
right? Hey, Kim also said, why is anyone listening to Stephen A about anything? That clown looks like the lemon head.
You know what? He does. But he's like if you turn the lemon head sideways, so it's like oblong, like the long way. That's how I say it look though.
And if you do it the other way, it's like Stewie. Maybe that's how Stewie was invented.
Or Hey Arnold.
Or Hey Arnold, even better. Even better.
So how was your weekend, Lady D?
Yeah, like how was your?
It's a blur. I worked the weekend and then I slept mostly yesterday, so it was a blur.
Okay.
Right on.
Hey,
right here.
Fly like that.
Now.
When you sleep in on the weekend, I swear it just flies by. If you get
different.
If you even get a weekend,
Right, exactly.
So I feel you.
What did you do, Mike?
I was relaxed. Shoveled some snow. I'm tired of looking at that. So I need to shovel it one more again. But other than that, I played basketball on Sunday. Yes, I trekked out in that. It wasn't really bad out there when I went, and then it snowed while I was hooping. And then when I came back, it was cool. Kiki 313 is in the building. She said kicks RG's chair from under him.
No, wait.
Wow.
Wait. That reminds me of this video I recently saw. This man was about to sit in a chair and his dog moved the chair from behind him. And then when he sat, he fell on the floor. It was hilarious.
I'm looking at my dog right now. You do it if you want to. You'll find yourself homeless. Don't play with me.
Like one of the big
Look at him right now.
golden retriever or something. I was like, he didn't feed the dog right or something.
Hey, y'all move my chair. Y'all gonna be retrieved from the dog pound. Don't play. I'm looking at you too.
I don't know, man. He got two big ones over there.
They know.
Tag team.
They know
Actually, if they like getting fed, I think they know where the bread is buttered.
Exactly.
But other than that, man, that was my weekend. Shout out to Precious and Aya. Thank y'all for your continued support as always. Yeah.
All right. So where y'all want to start at, man? So I got hockey, I got football, and pretty much it's all basketball after that point. So where y'all want to start at?
Let's start
with hockey.
Yeah, okay. I was about to say football. Right? No. I was gonna say football, but hockey's cool. Let's do hockey.
Yeah. That'll work. Let's see. Oh. Man, you know what? We don't talk about hockey enough. I forgot what that
I was sitting here like, hey, I was in here like, do we even have a banner for them?
We do. We actually do.
I mean, I know it's in the intro, but I don't know if I didn't know we have one or not. Wow.
That's funny. Kim said my dog's full of Budweiser buggy. They big. They're big. That's funny, by the way.
Wait, she gave me a flower. Let it match my murder drip. So
that's right.
She said, Aya, she gives a shout out to Aya, and then she said, slaps Mike's phone out of his hand. Oh, you must have seen it. I gotta do better. I'm still trying to get people to sign on, get on, and check us out. As well as comment. Get in the comment section.
Nice.
We definitely love the banter.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's what makes the show go around. You guys.
Exactly.
So
come on if you're thinking about commenting.
Yes, and leave it to Beaver. All right, so the NHL had an All-Star game this weekend. I'm sorry, that's thinking about mine. The NHL had an All-Star game. Huh?
I was gonna say, how did he get the name Beaver? Like, Wally called him the Beaver.
I think it's his teeth.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, damn. They bugging out on the Marvin.
I mean, like when the show first came on episode 1, it's just like the Beaver.
Nice. All right, so the NFL also had an All-Star game this weekend. They tried to change the format, right? So they had this tournament called NHL Four Nations. Okay. So they had Canada, Finland, and Sweden, and the U.S. of course. U.S. ended up winning. And it was interesting because you pretty much took the countries with the best hockey players in the world and put them all on their own team. It was damn near like the Olympics. So
nice.
Only thing that was funny was every time the United States got to play, they got booed like profusely. It was pretty funny because they were in Montreal. And if you haven't watched the news, we not liked very well, especially with all the new tariffs and crap. But that's another world. So they definitely got booed out the building every chance they played. So sucks to be them, but it kind of sucks. They won. Be really good at sports. Yeah, they won, but
they're like in your face.
Like you said, USA.
Right.
Yeah, they had that game as an extra because they still had the skill challenges, and I think they had the basic All-Star game, but the main event was actual for the 14 challenge. So I thought that was kind of dope. And it just goes back to people trying to do stuff new. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure how many people actually watched it per se, but the fact that they're trying to do something new.
Okay. So like when on my way to work, I listened to I listened to the sports talk radio, and they were talking about this. And there's a lot of people that really are for this because of the competitiveness in it. So out of all the leagues, I think hockey might get this one right. They just don't have the correct. I think the marketing could be a little bit better, but I don't watch hockey in the first place like that. But I think it brings the casuals in.
I will tell you this: hockey pulled a baseball and it backfired, right? Okay. Because if you told me in 98, 99, hockey would be like non-existent on main TV, I would have called you a drug smoker and probably got you checked out. Because hockey was just as hot as baseball, basketball, any other sport.
Mhm.
Then they tried to pull a baseball where they tried to go on strikes, and it killed their whole momentum. They lost all their TV deals and everything.
Yeah.
And they've been in a rebuild for the last, 10, 15 years now?
Yep.
And I'm not sure if they're going to get back to where they were back in 98, 99, because that almost like killed them damn near.
Yeah. I mean, I history teaches us that it don't do nothing but repeat half the time, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, true that.
On a lot of things. But I do feel, I don't know. I just feel like hockey needs, just like football. I feel like these two sports, I say baseball and hockey, they do run the same parallel line, because stars is what runs these sports. Like, you need marketability. You need somebody that's gonna get people to wanna follow. I mean, as much as I hate to say it, the viewership for the Super Bowl was super high. Why? Because of Taylor Swift as well. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Kendrick. Just everything around that. Yeah,
the star presence and things like that. But not just with outside players and professionals, but like we need access to these players in a way that basketball markets out. Because with all the gear on, you don't really get to see the player. So like the basketball player gets to really market himself just on appearances alone. Okay. That's all.
Right.
So I think hockey.
Well,
go ahead.
I will say this: hockey has become, maybe not on the court diverse, but the way they market is very diverse, because the first offer I ever got for season tickets was actually from the hockey team. They called me on my phone because I went to a game like 3 years ago.
Oh wow!
So they are really trying to open up the gates to get people in the doors. And I have to admit, the last Red Wing game I went to was amazing. It was actually more together than the Piston game. Like the way they treated you. I'm talking about everybody was decked out in their Red Wings gear, and it was like it wasn't no problems. And then when we had a problem with our seats, they gave us better seats than the ones I actually paid for. It was real dope. So shout out to the NHL. Yes, ma'am.
Where do the Lions play now? Joe Louis
Ford Field. Like Ford Field.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which is super dope. If you ever had a chance, go check out a Lions game, because the NFL experience is also pretty dope.
So they freeze something over? They freeze the field over? What they do? I don't.
For hockey.
Okay, so all right, so the Pistons play at Little Caesars Arena with the Red Wings. Okay. And what they do is they lay the court over the ice. Basically.
So at Little Caesars Arena, though, that makes more sense.
Yeah, so you got the Pistons and the Red Wings sharing an arena, and then the Lions have Ford Field by themselves, and then the Tigers play at
Comerica Park.
Yeah,
right. So they freeze. They probably put something down over the wood and ice it up or whatever. They Zamboni.
Actually, the court comes up in pieces.
Yeah,
the basketball court is laid down in pieces.
It's crazy how they do it, because everything's sectioned. Like, it's all concrete under there, and then they just pretty much design the floor to whatever event. So if it's boxing, they'll take that out. If it's basketball, they put the court up. Or if it's even hockey, they'll actually put the ring up, and it's perfect. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Kiki is just.
I know, right?
She's hilarious. I'm over here looking in the comments. She started off with. You said back in my day we didn't have sports.
Yeah.
She said, I love when the Lions get a hole in one.
Yeah.
I have no idea where that's going. I love when Kiki go to bed. That's from Kim.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
And then the last one is the way the Lions hit the puck and get the best hole in one lit.
Well, you know what? Actually, there is a hole in one right now trying to be on the Lions. It's called Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
I'll let you pick which hole that he is. So yeah.
Hey, he's begging to come back.
Was that a sloppy comment? I don't know.
Oh yeah, because Aaron Rodgers has been talking cash junk about the Lions for years, saying a bunch of horrible things, and now that he's damn near out the league, I'm talking about I can help y'all win the championship. No, you can't. Beat it.
Okay.
Beat it. Like I said, I may not be a Detroit fan, but we ain't no suckers up in here. You know, you're not going to be talking crap about the state and then expect to come over here and play for the team. Nah.
Oh no, he definitely was trying to get back. I think the Jets are still trying to figure out what they're gonna do with him as well. So.
Well, what you do is you open the lid and you put him in there and close it.
That sounds like said garbage can.
Ooh, oh.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I made me think of Oscar coming out of his garbage can.
Hey, you know what? Same colors.
Yes. It's green.
Same colors. Jets green or
so now we got a little bit of football. And actually we're teaching today. So before we start, Lady D, have you ever heard of a franchise tag in football?
No. What is
Good.
that?
Because I'm about to teach y'all what a franchise tag is.
Please do.
Yep. Football. Yep, this is our teaching section that I always love to do. So a lot of people who are watching TV, they're going to watch sports, and you'll hear somebody say, oh, they're going to put that person in a franchise tag. You're like, what the hell is a franchise tag? Mm-hmm. And just so happens that I figure I'd let everyone know what the hell a franchise is. Yeah, franchise tag is. Yep, pretty close. Franchise tag is a designation that allows a team to keep a player for one more season. It is often used as a stopgap to measure while the team and the players negotiate a long-term deal. So they don't want you to dip, so they have to pay you a set amount of money to keep you longer. And some players actually get caught up in franchise tags way longer than they should be because the team doesn't want to make a decision on a long-term deal. So
interesting.
Some players hate it because they have to wait one more year before they can actually go somewhere else.
And it actually puts you at risk because remember, you have to play that season. So what if you get hurt? So getting hurt on a franchise tag sucks because now your value is lower and now you don't have the same bargaining power. It happened to Cam Chancellor. Remember, Cam Chancellor was in a franchise tag year and he got hurt. And it actually hurt his actual renegotiation. He ended up leaving the team. And I think he's playing for Seattle Seahawks at the time.
And it's a better name than that. It's way suckier than what it sounds like, a franchise tag. So
Oh, absolutely.
It needs a different name.
So if you ever hear a franchise tag, that's what they mean. And I have a tier system that shows you how much they get paid per year on the franchise tag.
Oh, man.
So, let's see. It looks good in theory, but think about what we just talked about, right? So let me take that down. My bad, y'all. So quarterbacks, of course, for 1 year they get $41 million. Linebackers get about 27, wide receivers 25, which sounds like good money. But when you're negotiating a deal that could pay you 10 times that, and you could get hurt in that year, because remember, when they're giving you a franchise tag, you're really good at what you do.
That's so I need to pay somebody.
Or they're trying to figure out how good you are at what you do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like they don't want to give you the money that you really think you're worth. They want to give you the money that
they think you're worth.
They think is fair for them and a team.
And these rates are actually negotiated through the trade agreements and stuff like that. So this number is probably going to go up when they actually renegotiate for the collective bargaining agreement. So this is what it is as of today. But
every time you say renegotiate, I'm over here saying geeked up.
Yes.
What was that, Mike?
I got a song in my head. I don't know. Every time he say renegotiate, I think of geeked up. The song.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Shout out hip hop reference.
The song. It's just the way that he said it.
No problem.
How about the chorus on that song is way better than the actual record itself? Because Jeezy's part is amazing. The rest of the song is Aaron Rodgers. Yes, it's Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know. Everybody like,
wait
first. I can't think of his name. You're talking about spaceships and all that other
stuff.
They love his verse too.
Yeah, it's got a slap to it. It's like, cool.
But I'm with you.
So I know what you asked me, Mike. You said, hey, which players are currently on franchise tags? And sir, I just happen to have that information.
You read my mind.
You know what?
Okay.
That is with you,
broadcast journalist I am. So as of now, there's about 5 players. So L'Jarius Sneed from the Kansas City Chiefs. He's currently on franchise. Oddly enough, Josh Allen from the Jacksonville Jaguars, linebacker, not Josh Allen from Buffalo.
Right.
Then we got Michael Pittman from the Colts. He's a current wide receiver on a franchise tag. T. Higgins from the Cincinnati Bengals, and Jalen Johnson. He's a Chicago Bear. And the crazy part is he went all pro like both years he was on the franchise tag. So they been playing with that man money.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you can totally outperform your franchise tag, and then they're like, let us think about it. But they're getting your best year as they decide you only are worth this amount of money for us for this 1 year. So if you're Jalen Johnson and you went Pro Bowl, in other words, and you're a wide receiver, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So think about it. I know you're only making $25 million a year, but technically, if you sign a deal, you will be making twice that,
Wow.
So you're not even getting paid what you're worth at your highest peak of your performance. So that's why a lot of players don't want franchise tags.
No.
Because it actually works against the really good players. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
Wow. It's like they're paying a minimum wage.
Yeah.
Yes. Come down to.
Yeah, you are a commission salesperson, and now you just got the draw. You didn't get the commission. You got the $5 an hour. Yes. Actually, I have a Mikeism that kind of refers back to this. So everybody keep in mind, we're going to talk about franchise tags.
Sounds good.
Yes. So what's your first thought when you hear franchise tag, Lady D?
I thought it was some kind of advertisement thing, that it was something dealing with their advertising, a company or something hooked up with football. Not what you just described.
Yeah. And see, that's what we're here for. We're here to teach. Because you guys think a lot of people who are not in the sports, they hear all these phrases and they're just empty words. They go right through the air out the other.
Exactly.
And then you wonder why your spouse is mad because they franchise tag Scott. And you're like, so? But now you understand why he's mad. So,
yeah.
Random thought. Yes. Any thoughts on the franchise tag, Mike? High, low? How you feel about it?
I hate it. I mean, it's a lot of things in the NFL.
Yeah.
That I just feel like it's borderline, got me feeling Black History Month a little bit. Like, here we go.
What?
Yes.
Like,
not the bamboozles, her.
365.
I feel bamboozled. I feel like if I was an athlete and I got franchise tag, it's more cuffs on the wrist.
Got it. Okay. So that's why you'll see a lot of players kind of, if you notice that the players kind of taking it easy on the franchise tag because they don't want to get hurt. So
now, if I do take the franchise tag with a team that I actually want, let's say, I love the Lions and I want to play here or whatever. And the only way I can stay here is if I took a franchise tag or whatever, then I'm okay with that. It's when I'm trying to maximize my money right now, and I don't want to be in this city or that, with that team, and they franchise tag me against my will. That's when I feel like they're handcuffed.
Wait, how can they do it against your will?
Easy, because once you're because your team always has first option on you, right? This is gonna sound mad like Roots, but your team always has first option on you.
What I've been trying to say since we started. It's like
they always have the option to either keep you longer or trade you to someone else, or they can waive you at any time. So you have to be really, really good to stay on a franchise tag. And the only thing they're doing is they're getting your high skill for cheap because they don't want you to go to someone else's team and get the money you want because they want to use you for whatever scheme they're on. So it gets to be really dicey when you tell somebody, I know you're worth $105 million, but here, take this 22 and we'll figure it out next year. That's a lot to deal with.
That's terrible.
Now, don't get me wrong. It's been some really shitty players on franchise tags today. I wish they had a cut. I ain't gonna name their names like Kirk Cousins, but something like that.
Don't name names.
Hey, Kirk Cousins got the bag. I don't. His agent works. His agent is a magician.
Yes,
he makes
because you can't be that bad at football consistently and still get all the money. I'm sorry.
He makes dollars just appear in that man's contract.
And he was one of the highest paid people in the league at one time. Let that sizzle in your spirit.
I just think how they can blackball people like Colin Kaepernick. It's like I know y'all weren't talking about that, but still.
No, but think about it. You're right, because he did something and they said, oh, bad player. And then they came back and started marketing the same thing he was saying.
Yeah.
He just got punished for the initial idea. So
they just took it down at the Super Bowl. And the racism and all that stuff, all them things.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, no one cares anymore. Sorry, we don't care anymore.
Patrick said, "I'll raise you too." Anyway, I think we better go to a
break. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. After we come back, we're going to talk about the topic, and we're going to still clear all the stuff that we're thinking right now. It's going to be great.
Sounds good.
Didn't you play the disclaimer though?
I sure did. Yeah.
That's what they're there for. Let's put them to work.
Thanks, Vinny. Let's hit the commercial real quick.
Okay, man.
Tap into your essence with a Divine Essence candle. Candles that soothe your soul and balance your chakras. Each candle has an affirmation inscribed on each jar to help you stay grounded, create balance and harmony. Use code DE20 for 20% off your first purchase at divineessence.eu.
What up, peeps? RG from a United Front. Got a quick question for you. Have you always dreamed about podcasting, but you don't know where to start or what even platform to use? Well, I can answer one of them questions for you from the start. Make StreamYard your first investment in your podcast future. StreamYard's easy to use, and it allows you to go live on multiple platforms at once. So, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, you can stream them all at the same time. Show us some love. That's my point. When you open up a StreamYard account, use that link below. That actually gives us some love so we can keep producing the same content, and you can also be using the same high quality technology we use to bring the content to your internet browser. So please and thank you in advance. Go StreamYard, go United Front. Talk to you later.
Lunar Love by Denise, where everything is handmade in small batches. You can reach me at my Etsy website or at my email address and place your order. I'm also known as Lady D. Thank you.
Yeah, I figured we'd just get that out the way because the rest of the show is all about basketball pretty much. Tonight's topic, thanks to Mike, by the way, and our conversations. Is it time to get rid of the All-Star game for all sports? We're mainly going to use the NBA as our test subject, but we do truly mean this for all sports because the last 2 weeks we've seen everyone's All-Star games, and underwhelming would be the best way I can say it.
Yeah,
so
man. I definitely agree with that. Underwhelming.
Your thoughts, sir?
Great work. My thoughts? All right. So I'm trying to see where did I leave. Oh, trash. I agree. So they had a tournament with 4 teams. And so 2 teams went head up. It was like who was it? Kenny Smith versus
I can tell you that, sir.
Okay.
We had the Kenny's Young Stars, we had Chuck's Global Stars, and Shaq's OGs. And then we had Candace Parker's Rising Stars. So
Kenny Smith's team played against Charles Barkley's team in the first game. It's the first team to score 40. There's no clock or anything like that, just a 24-second clock. It was so underwhelming with so many intermissions and breaks. And this is the first time where actually, and I know a lot of people have been saying this on the internet, I wasn't really feeling the commentary as much. Like a lot of people was talking about Kevin Hart.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It got a little annoying. And the time breaks in between the game. You had Mr. Beast out there, with a half court shot. He had a kid out there shooting half court shots. All he had to do was make one before Damian Lillard hit three. That kind of thing. I was underwhelmed with the.
That's a bit unfair. What did Damian Lillard just let the kid shoot? Because that's usually a dunk.
Pretty much. That's what happened. But it was a lot of stuff that was not about the game. What I do like, so they did this to make the game more competitive, because if anybody knows about basketball, it's very prideful. Nobody wants to lose to somebody that's younger than you, and I guess that's in any sport. So I get the try from that. Like I don't never want to lose to my younger brother or my sister or anything at anything.
Mm-hmm.
So this played into that. The main thing though, the basketball was just kind of taken out of it, because the 40 points came quick and so like I said, like the word you used was so underwhelming. And I see we got some people in the building. Hey, Aya and Precious.
Well, Mr. Johnson in the building.
Yes.
Hey.
All stars, people, corny cash grab. That's exactly what it was. And as I consider myself an old head now, especially when it comes to basketball, because I just like the old school way of things, how it used to be, the competition. I mean, it didn't take a lot of motivation to protect your pride. Now they don't care. So, NBA players did this to themselves, honestly.
Well, okay, so dig, right? And I'm just taking me as a sample size, right? If I know I'm going to play in the game, an extra game that no one has to play in, and then you expect me to go play really, really put my all into it for nothing. At least with the baseball All-Star game, whichever side wins, that side has home field advantage for the World Series. So there are real life consequences for winning and losing the All-Star game in baseball. But for basketball, you expect me to windmill all the time? This is my weekend off.
You gotta windmill, but have some pride in winning and losing though. You would select, you play the game to be the best, and you're selected as one of the 24 best, and you get out there and give us a product that doesn't suggest that you're the best.
Yeah.
I understand where you coming from, because everybody is their own business or whatever. But at the same time, man, this ain't how they did it back in the day. That's why the All-Star game went to crap once Kobe left.
It's like doing it for the crowd, huh?
Go for it.
Do it for the crowd.
I'll take a guy like LeBron, right? He's been in the league 20 years. He's been to every All-Star game. If he tells me he has a sore foot, all right, LeBron, have a seat. No problem.
I don't have a problem with that.
You know what I'm saying? So some of the OG stars, I understand if you don't want to do your 20th All-Star game. You know?
Yeah. But just have some pride for the ones that's only been there 3 times, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
With this format, this tournament format that only goes up to 40 points, you lose a lot of. We was talking about this a little bit earlier about players not getting not being able to beat a record, because you can't. There's not going to be a player that scores over 40 points now and take home a crown as leading scorer in the All-Star game or anything like that. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I thought I was going to like it. I gave it a chance. I turned it off before I even got to see him vote perform.
I gave it a chance.
I was a big Invoke fan. Still am.
Still am. I'm like, when did you stop? Because that man still damn.
They still looking nice.
I still like
Yeah, and
I
they still they sounded pretty good too.
Yeah, good clarification. He's like, I like their music.
Yeah, because he's saying that they still.
I know
nice.
She didn't want to say what I said too, but
right, he was saying they look good. I'm like, well, I like their music. So.
Right, hey,
it sound like he liking something else.
They look good, and they can sing too, right? So the whole weekend, though, I mean, the game was so underwhelming. It's like the All-Star game is supposed to be a build-up to this, to this great Sunday evening of a celebration of the NBA, and it was just over the top for me. The the presentation and everything. One thing I will say though, and I don't know if y'all know this, but I feel like the NBA is really pushing and are behind Cade Cunningham. I feel like he's becoming something, like he's being molded to be that next guy. I don't know if he's going to be the face of the league, but I'm seeing him in he was in a lot of all-star type of promos and things of that nature. I'm so happy to see it because finally the Pistons are getting some kind of love, as well as Asar and Amen Thompson. The twins.
Cade and Wembley too, because they love them some Wembley too.
Yeah, Wembley definitely gonna be the face of the league as well. And that leads me to a question I have for y'all. I wrote it down.
All right.
I don't know if y'all caught Anthony Edwards' comments on not wanting to be the face of the NBA. A reporter asked him if he wanted to be the face of the NBA, and he said, "No, I just want to go out there, play basketball, be a killer, and go home." At the end of the day, what do y'all think about that?
I respect that because it's a lot of prestige that you don't need. Some people like KD. He don't want to be the face. He want to go out there and hoop at a high level until he can't hoop no more.
Yeah,
and
it's for the love of the game.
I guess the NBA is kind of going the way of football and baseball because there's a lot of great baseball players who don't want to be the face of the league because they don't want the attention. Mm-hmm. And now you're getting to the point where you see what happens when you live in the public eye. You can be a guy like LeBron James and give back to your community. You can be a pillar. You can do all these awful things, and people still hate you.
But not
and they're constantly scrutinizing everything you do. Outside his flopping, of course. That's basketball sin. But overall, who has done it cleaner than LeBron James the last 20 years? And he's still like probably one of the most polarizing players, actually doing it the way you would ask a player to be. So what's the payoff? You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. What about you, Lady D? Basically, this player is just saying like, I just want to come. I want to hoop. I want to kill my peers. I want to destroy them type of thing. And I just want to play basketball. I don't want to be the face of the league.
That's cool. He's speaking his truth. At least he knows that, and he's willing to say it.
And if he keeps saying it, I think they should respect that. I don't think that nobody should be forced into being something that they really not, because at the end of the day, you're just going to bump heads. I also think that,
I will say it like this, sir. Think of Ja Morant, right? He was arguably the face of our league only 3.5 seasons ago, maybe 2.5. Mm-hmm. And he was outside chilling with his friends doing what dumbass young kids do. And now you act like this guy don't exist. And he's still balling.
I'm glad you brought that up because I feel like being the face of the league comes with more responsibilities. And so, like you can't be yourself if you're the face of the league. You can try, but they're gonna mold you. Not mold you, but there's a certain way that you have to carry yourself. Like Allen Iverson can't be the face of the league during Allen Iverson's time. He became the face of the league to me as for us in a way, but not for the NBA.
Everyone. He was a people's choice. He wasn't loved by corporate America.
Exactly. But then later on, as corporate America does, they end up falling in love with the player after the fact. I mean, look at Muhammad Ali. They hated him.
Oh, absolutely.
So me, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with him, like Lady D said and RG said as well, is living your truth. You don't have to do. You just do your job, be great at it, and continue to shine. I don't think you need to really have that kind of responsibility, especially if you don't want it. So that was one of my.
Oh, snaps! I got to make one little asterisk. Oh, they are still playing this damn tournament. Okay, so correction, my bad. The Four Nations are actually still going right now. The U.S. is playing Sweden. I'm like, I thought they were done deal. I stand corrected.
So that game is. Since U.S. already won, and I think it depends on who won between Canada. I can't remember who it was, but this is just pretty much a playing. It really doesn't matter. Game. Yeah, for the most part.
Okay, like wait a minute.
That's how it was explained to me on the talk show radio this morning.
Okay, thank you. Because I'm like, wait a minute. They said they won. Like I've been reading that all day. Okay, got it. Okay, thank you for correcting me, sir. Appreciate that.
For the rest of us that you probably talk too fast for. So they won that game, but they got to keep playing, or
it's like a
playoff type situation.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. All right. So we talk fast.
Talking slower for the rest of us that not.
If you on that herb, I'm just playing.
No, we're not gonna play that.
I'm playing. I'm playing.
That may not be as knowledgeable on
Hey,
the subject.
Maybe I need it. Maybe I need it.
I'm not
Great
commenting.
catch.
It'll slow you down.
I like. Okay.
Hey, but for the All-Star game, for the All-Star game that happened Sunday, I am for the NBA trying new things until they get it right. The fact that they are willing to try and get it right is a positive. But until the players really want to compete, you're just gonna fall into the same problems over and over, because I don't remember this level of just, nonchalant basketball. They had moments in the game where it looked like a dunk contest, but then it got serious, especially that year. Remember Michael Jordan's last year? That was a beautiful game. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And we don't have that. So that's what I'm saying, I guess, to wrap up about the Sunday night game. Not to go back and talk about All-Star Weekend, unless y'all had anything else y'all want to add.
No, I was going to ask you guys, do you think absence will make the heart grow fond? In other words, what if they skip a year? And you pretty much give everybody their bonuses, gave everybody their love, and then say, all right, everybody's got the weekend off. I know they're not going to do it because of capitalism.
I was just about that. That's the only thing I was like, the caveat is the money that state will lose.
Right. So what do you think about that? You think that would help to build up? Because now it's like, okay, the All-Star game's on, blah, blah, blah. Because I remember when only a couple years ago, like, who the hell wants to go out for Valentine's Day? It's a slam dunk contest. That was totally me a couple years back.
but you know what?
Yeah.
Didn't they take a break from from the slam dunk contest?
Yeah, a couple years there, about 3 years ago. Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, They got away from it. Yeah.
And then they brought it back. So I guess it kind of worked, but it didn't. And I'm glad so let's talk about slam dunk contest real quick. Oh, wait. Let me answer your question first. I don't want to see him do that. I don't. Right. I think I'm with Draymond Green though, with saying like the hard work that it takes to become an all-star is still hollow ground. I just wish that the players took more pride into it. Like I heard earlier, somebody said that. I said it earlier in the show about like how the NBA, the players did this to themselves. But that's not fair to say that to the players that are first-time all-stars and things like that. So what they tried to do this year is they tried to have the young guns basically go against the older cats. And like I said earlier, nobody wants to lose to their younger brothers or people that don't have the experience that you have, because it looks bad.
Yeah, but I'm a first-year power forward. I got to face like LeBron.
Hate what you're saying.
That's not fair.
I don't hate what you're saying though, because maybe if they did have a year away from it and lost a couple dollars on it, that they'll put. I don't know. They need something to add some fire to it. What can I say?
Is Valentine's your anniversary?
Actually, it is.
Oh man, happy anniversary!
Yeah, I didn't know.
How did I miss that?
That's something.
It's okay. When you're in public space, you kind of don't tell everybody everything. It's kind of how it works.
I missed that, man. How was y'all Valentine's Day?
Yeah,
how was y'all? No. How was y'all anniversary?
Yeah, how was
it? It was cool. We was at the movies. We was chilling, watching movies.
That's bigger than Valentine's Day and way more personal.
Oh, okay.
All right, so how do I segue out of that to?
Well, I'll segue. I'll answer the question RG posed.
Okay.
So I'm not convinced, 100% convinced on absent makes the heart grow fonder. Okay. Kind of absence helps me forget you quicker, but
okay. I see that side of it too. I see that side.
But if they skip a year and then they hype it up and promise people the next year, that might work. But if you skip more than 1 year,
and that's what happens.
I'm not thinking about you no more.
Like it's hard to turn it back on when you turn it off. Just like, what I'm saying, like we take a break or something for a month and then we got to get back into the groove of it. Not saying I don't want to do this, but the routine of planning the show and things like that. So you become comfortable, and then next thing you know, it'll be 4 or 5 years before you've seen another All-Star game. I'm not with it. However, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the slam dunk contest. You
All
want
right,
to give
got
a
it.
rundown?
Yeah, I sure do, sir. So
Okay.
the first player ever in NBA history to win 3 in a row. His name is Matt McClung. And don't get me wrong, that kid can dunk. Don't get me wrong.
White
I'm
man
impressed with his
can
dunking. Yes, at least that one. That one, he could jump out the gym. So, hey, he the truth. So I have nothing to say against Matt McClung because he has shown me over and over again that if he can't do nothing more, he can dunk on your ass. That is one thing he can do. Only thing that sucks is for him is he's actually a G League player. And I'm not taking away from G League because I love the G League, but you have a guy who's the best dunker in your league, and he's not even on a main roster, so people can't follow up and watch him. Because my experience with the G League is very personal. It's almost like a high school game. You have maybe 100 people there, and it's on ESPN, but it's ESPN3 at an odd hour. So even though your slam dunk champion has all this momentum, he's going to go right back to obscurity.
Yeah.
After the game. So you don't even get to capitalize on what this man's skill set is. So I think that's a fail. The simple fact you can prop him up to be the king, but he can't actually play in the league. Or you don't feel like he's good enough to play in the league.
One of his highlight dunks from last night was jumping over a car with a reverse dunk. Actually, he took the ball from somebody's hand and dunked the ball backwards over a kid.
Yes.
It was nice. It was
amazing.
And I mean, he jumped over the car like Blake Griffin did it, but not like this. No.
That dude was something different because he literally had the ball hanging out the roof and he caught it and dunked it. I was like, ooh.
So
nice.
That's a good thing about Matt McClung. However,
what's the bad? What's the bad? You're totally setting the hell for doom. Let's hear it, Mike.
Okay, so I did this off my own thing. Dang, he played in less than 10 NBA games. Then I Googled it, and Google has him at 5 games with 4 different teams. So it's like y'all couldn't find a player that's actually in the league to compete in this, that you have to bring a G Leaguer up that barely plays in 5 games. However, you can have no player can win an award in the regular season that hasn't played more than 60 games. I know we talking apples and oranges, but there's a lot of things in here that I was not feeling. Kim says, big fucking deal. I can jump over my kid too.
Kim, I would die to see you do it. That'd be so good.
Join us next week. Join us next week as we go on location to where Kim jumps over RG's kid.
Dude, I feel like my patella tendon about to rupture walking up the stairs. I want to see Kim jump over this damn kid. Hey. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, if you do that, if you even attempt it.
Yes. Yeah.
Speaking of attempted, let's talk about disqualifications.
Yes, please, and thank you.
All right, so your favorite point guard in the NBA, I don't know.
Habitual nut puncher, evil, low down, dirty dog. But yes, keep going.
He's talking about Chris Paul.
Yes.
So the skills challenge is a race. Basically, you do three bounce passes through this hoop, then you run to the next thing, throw another pass. You do these skill challenges as a guard. So it's like bounce passes through this hoop, a chest pass through the hoop, and then you run around, make 3. You have to make 1 out of 3 jumpers or something like that.
Kiki said, "Mom, you need a step stool to even get in your car." Oh, Kiki, you know you gotta go see her one day. Jeez, oh Pete.
Yeah, yikes! Take her out.
Yeah, so we gonna miss you, Kiki.
And I'll always
put a little bit out for your memory in advance.
I'll put a little right now.
I'll put a little bit out for you right now, buddy.
Hey, we was right on time with that one. But it's an obstacle course, basically, where you making bounce passes and you shoot what is it? You got three chances to make 3 jumpers and then a layup, and then you're finished. And whoever does it in the shortest amount of time, wins.
Yeah.
Well, Chris Paul and Wemby, mainly Chris Paul, because this is right up his alley, decided to do the chest passes and everything. They got to the jump shots, and they didn't necessarily say you had to make the jump shots. You just had to go through the rack. So they was just throwing the ball towards the rim. They didn't even throw it towards the rim. They was throwing the ball just towards in the rim's direction. So once they finished and they made the layup, they finished in like 40-something seconds. The average time is about what would you say, about a minute, maybe?
When you're actually hitting the shots and doing what you're supposed to do. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
The funny thing is Wemby was going around. Draymond Green said Wemby was going around asking people like if this was legal. And Draymond said he was asking the wrong people. So, they ended up getting disqualified anyway. And they were sitting there looking pissed. But, I mean, another dud to me in the All-Star weekend. Like, I'm not here for that kind of competition. That one wasn't good. But, yeah, anything else you want to add to that competition?
No, let's just hear Kim's comment. Chris Paul is crying out for help. He needs to come. Oh boy. Okay. That's I almost said that out loud. Yeah. For those who listen to audio, just go back, watch the YouTube, and you'll see the comment. And the thoughts and views are the thoughts and views. That's what I'm gonna say. Whew.
Thank you, Penny.
Yikes. Thank you, Benny.
That's that 3-point contest. It was nice to see that the Pistons was represented by Kane Cunningham. However, I think there was a better Piston that could have been there to actually win. And to me, that would have been Malik Beasley. But like I said, I am happy that any type of Piston representation we get, I am not mad about it. Y'all know how I feel about my Pistons. And that was pretty much it. Overall, the weekend.
Legit all-stars. Because remember, it used to be like, even if your team sucked, you had to have one representative. So at least we have a legit all-star representing the Pistons.
Yeah, exactly. So overall, I give the All-Star weekend in the NBA a C-.
All right.
Yeah, maybe a D. But I'm gonna give it a C- because I watched it because of K.
All right, that's fair. So there's at least something about it that drew you to watch it. I dig it.
And I was interested in the new format, but it turned out it sucked too.
Right.
Okay.
And with that being said, that's the perfect segue into Pettyville. Anybody got a Pettyville?
I do. Lady, you got
Sure.
No, I actually don't today.
You don't have a Pettyville? Okay.
All right.
Oddly enough, I do not either. Mike, the floor is yours.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, wow.
Hold on. Let's hit the.
I don't need the ISO.
The floor is yours, sir. No ISO needed.
I just want to let y'all. I want to see y'all expressions once I finish my little soliloquy.
This is so good.
Pettyville.
Wait a minute. Should I hit the disclaimer first before we start?
No, we don't need no disclaimer.
Okay. I got it on standby just in case. I'm ready to trick.
No, we good.
Action.
So my Pettyville is about a love language that I believe has nothing to do with love. Because a person with this kind of love can't possibly love themselves. Well, I said that wrong. Because a person with this kind of language can't possibly love themselves. The type of language that has nothing to do with pulling at your heartstrings, but everything with singeing and burning them nose hairs. I'm speaking on a consistently smelly person.
What kind of person?
They stink.
Smelly.
Smelly
person.
They stink.
Okay.
This ain't about the people on medicine or stuff like that. I'm talking how you not smell yourself when you left the house or the car with the heat on full blast on. The type of smell that is almost as offensive as racism. The smell that has us questioning your character and a few other things. Matter of fact, the people you live with. Walking around like a human petri dish of bacteria and viruses. You can't possibly love yours, but a consistent daily watch would make for a great start. May this affirmation cleanse your body all the way to your soul. That's it.
The
see why
views
you
and
call.
opinions expressed in this podcast.
I just had to put that out there.
And I do have a petty bill, but nothing as wonderful as what I just heard
Jesus
him
Christ.
say.
Wow, sir. I'm glad you did leave me on camera because I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, now I'm gonna go back and watch it. I get to see y'all expressions.
That was something else. You put a lot of effort into it.
I did. I actually was like, I don't want to just say. I want to say like maybe that's their love language, the Pepe Le Pew. You know,
Yeah.
that was
They
a
got
good
that
one.
pig
I like
pen going?
that.
Is that pig pen where they walk around with the dust and stuff just walking?
Oh,
Yeah, that's
a lot of
Pig
stuff
Pen.
going. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Damn. I mean, I'm just saying, like, how do you love yourself and you smell bad?
Maybe there are some people that can't smell. Maybe they can't smell,
Okay. That's right.
and they don't believe the people around them if they tell them that they don't smell good. They're like, I don't smell nothing.
But you can see soap, you can see water in a washcloth. You can see all those things.
How about the people
Yeah,
that
see them.
out.
So what does that say about the people that they live with?
Some people don't listen, and they don't
That's
believe.
true. That's true.
They're non-believers.
Do you think people that don't wash up wash their hands?
don't eat their food at the potluck?
See what I'm talking about? See how you question everything once you realize that they don't wash up? You start questioning their character. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you question everything, not just their hygiene, but everything about, like, dang, I wonder, do they wash their clothes? Like,
By the way, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life, by the way. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so my petty bill was
I'm sorry, go ahead.
About the snow, like all this snow outside,
Yeah.
It's nothing like
right, take some soap and roll around in it. Not too many. I'm just saying.
Yes, soliloquy, like you said. I was like, hey, let's follow that up.
No, you got it.
We a team. I mean, I'm just saying though, like that was just,
You see some ivory, some doves,
roll around in the snow a little bit.
99.44 should mean a lot to you. It's all it should be all pure.
I mean, like, dog, and you know, like how people's like, dang, they smell
it's
offensive.
not real personal to you. Like it's somebody you got to deal with on the daily, Mike.
I was just thinking, like, we all came in contact with that person. You know what I'm saying? At some point in your life where you just be like,
oh no. What about the person that smells like what you described and then they put cologne on top of it?
See? You know what I'm saying? Like that's gonna cover it up. That just makes it seems like the bacteria and the smell just grabs onto that. You know how cologne kind of leaves a trail? So now you got that, you know what I'm saying, jumping on the molecules and stuff of the perfume and cologne.
Kim said, if you're counting moons in between baths and showers, you wrong.
Wait. I was talking like full moon and new moon and we just mean full moon and full moon.
Oh my God. Oh man. He said,
if we look at Joe's debit card statement and you don't got like grocery store trips and Bath and Body Works on there for a calendar year, we might think something bad about it.
If you count movies. Oh God.
Shout out to our man, our people in the chat makes this whole show. Thank
put
you.
that comment up one more time, please.
Nothing else to say after that.
Please. If you're counting moves.
He can't even say it.
He's tweeting. Hey man, you smell so bad. I don't even think you can make it to here because you just go sweat all that.
No, they probably leave me on Earth for a reason. Like, no.
Oh my God.
We busy. Like, no.
My stomach hurt.
Jeez.
But remember, Pepe Le Pew would walk by and the flowers would die as he was walking by.
Exactly.
Oh man, killing me. Oh God.
So are you saying people that smell like that are they walking around deaf?
You know what? Yes, we are. Yeah,
they are deaf. Oh man, Sharita says hilarious. Thank you for joining.
Yes,
Thank you for joining, fam.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no. With that being said, let's go to Mikeism. I'm not sure if I got anything that fire, but yeah, let's hit these Mikeisms.
Yeah, all right, let's go, Mikeism.
All right, I got two.
I got it.
Oh man, our chat. Thank you. Mikeism for today. We're reading from the book of Andre 3000, chapter New Blue Sun. Verse Ants to you, gods to who? You gotta listen to the record to understand it. All right. So, yeah, it is kind of. Yeah. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, that record is interesting. But anyway, life isn't about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. I'll say it one more time for our friends on Instagram. Life isn't about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. In the same way, Aaron Rodgers is publicly begging the Lions to put him on the team after years of disrespect. No garbage can guy. Close the lid. Go away. Please and thank you. And I'm glad you guys are on camera because I got a riddle for you guys.
Okay. I'm not in the best thinking place.
It'll work. And it won't stink, by the way. Anyway.
Dad joke.
I'm put that on. Yeah. What do you call a marriage engagement that lasts over 2 years?
Marriage engagement that lasts over 2 years?
Stalling.
How about you, Mike?
Slow death? I don't know.
Oh,
you call it a franchise tag.
Oh yeah, you did say callback. Funny.
Yeah, put on the franchise tag. Look at you. You got to think it right? That's a franchise tag. Full circle.
Man, full circle.
That's right.
No comment.
All right. Lady D, you got one? Okay, no.
No.
All right. I got one. Just one.
What you got?
Okay.
All right. So, Usai. First of all, y'all know the saying, we taking this thing to infinity and behind. We say behind because we celebrate every moment it took us to get to where we at. You said RG is malfunctioning.
Always.
So with that being said, the real measure of your wealth is how much you'd be worth if you lost everything. You're welcome. I'll say it one more time. The real measure of your wealth is how much you'd be worth if you lost everything.
That's all profound and everything, Mike.
I know, right?
I had to bring it back because
wow.
Yeah,
I like that.
Nothing else would measure up to my petty bill. So,
No, it won't. But that was
great. You're just on fire tonight.
I know, right?
RG said that earlier. We was talking. I didn't tell RG nothing about my petty bill. I just said I got a petty bill. I put a little bit of work in on it. I thought about it over the weekend and stuff, and I said, "Yeah, let's."
Okay, I'm trying to channel that poetry one mic in there, huh?
A little bit, a smidgen. I couldn't get the words to rhyme quite, in the line right, but be all right.
Well, it's not too many words around the funk, by the way, just so you know. It's just really that.
Stunk and skunk.
Kerplunk.
The sunken place.
Kerplunk would be the things falling dead as they hear your aroma. As you hear your aroma. You don't even you'll smell. You just hear it. It's like punching you in the face. Yes, by the way.
Junk in the funk trunk.
Right. And then I had some questions for you guys in regards to things that can be said to help the offensive behavior not be so offensive.
Okay, so
Not things
Okay, so-
things you can't say at work. I'm just saying.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so two things. If you're at work, you don't even say anything to that person. Let me tell you why. Because they get offended. The next thing you know, you're in the office. So you go to HR and be like, hey, dog, they smell like somebody died in the trunk and they in the trunk with them.
Yeah.
Just keep it a beat.
I was gonna say that
Because
actually is
you
an HR thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
HR thing.
okay. Got you. Check.
So that's what I would do. But if it's my homie, like, hey, dog, let me holler at you. Hey,
Yeah.
dog, let me holler at you.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. And do not put axe on in those situations because that's
Hey.
gonna make it worse.
Hey, I never really liked X, but I never really
No.
smelled anybody that really
Supposed to
used
be
it.
nice
But
now, but
I could imagine because it got that sporty smell to it.
yeah, it's not.
Well,
gonna,
you got that funk that workout.
Yeah.
Oh, you know about
Anyway.
the after gym phone? Yeah.
Yes,
Kim
man.
said whoever works with Mike will probably smell like flowers tomorrow. But Andre also said roses smell like boo boo, so they might still be smelling like flowers. Sorry, I'll put that on the board myself.
Yeah. Wow.
Lean a little bit closer.
Now on that
to-
note, you can
Yeah.
reach me at no.
Right.
Yeah,
Hey, you know
we
what?
get ready to close it down.
Yeah,
Mike, how can they find you? Because we got lately you have to add the word of wisdom. How can they find you, Mike?
Hey, you can find me on Instagram. Follow me at IM_1Mike. Hey, if you got some comments as far as Mike-isms or petty bills that you want to send us, Lady D is the queen of those, especially today. I just, thought I really blessed y'all with a petty bill because I usually just follow you guys with it, and y'all been amazing with the petty bill. So I'm just glad I was able to open that oranges. That's terrible.
Fritos and Cheetos with some
Oh,
Doritos.
no.
And Doritos. So yeah, just follow me, Kim. Make sure anytime, Kim. I bet you got some crazy petty bills.
We probably do.
I bet you
Yeah.
do. But outside of that, man, every Monday is live for me. It's like a party. I look forward to Monday evenings, not more Monday mornings, because it's the end of the weekend type of stuff. But overall, man, I appreciate y'all, and I always have a good time with you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
I am RG, proud co-host with these lovely people, laughing my butt off, making Mondays awesome. You can catch me on Instagram under rgains.i. Like I ask all the time, please, if you got anything that you want to say, please just be respectful. We're here to entertain, we're here to inform, but we're not here to take your bull. We will block you. Other than that, Lady D, words of wisdom.
I am Lady D. Oh, words of wisdom. Yes. 1 second. So, kindness is free to give, but priceless to receive. Again, kindness is free to give, but priceless to receive.
So receive that bath and stop offending people. How about that? Just saying.
And you can reach me on Instagram at Lady D4440. So that's 3 4s and a 0. Lady D4440. Thank you.
Awesome.
Bye, everyone.
So we're gonna try the topic. We're gonna try our topic again next week, right? For the politics of sports, or what's something else happening?
Hey, no, but we did it right because coming off the All-Star break, that was pretty much a hot topic. On that note, this weekend we celebrate Precious' birthday, so big shout out to
Yeah.
Hey,
Birthday
happy
girl.
Precious.
turning a big 28.
No doubt.
Look at Carol. What she said, Kiki. What she said.
He blocked me when I slid in his DMs.
Because you keep pulling my chair. No.
He said,
Block you out
"Stay
of
on."
the Olympic sport.
Right. All right.
So
well,
next
I'll
week's
let y'all-
topic tentatively is politics and sports, unless something else happens crazy in sports, and we'll be covering that. But for the most, it's going to be politics and sports.
Yep.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Do your research.
Yeah.
Come back.
No doubt.
See y'all next
Everyone.
All right. See ya.